Alright. Ooh. I'm so tempted to take Gothel over Demeter, but I mean, it's Demeter. And honestly, here's a problem. Because of the state of the game right now, I figured out why it's just the most worst, awful patch ever. It's because there was a change to basically make the async boards tougher. But as a result, what I'm trying to say. As a result, the saved boards that happen to sync games, which are more boards than you'd think. Right? This is what I've found out. So right now, keep in mind, timer. There's humans in it right now, right? My guess is if we are Demeter, so I think we will. But if I can survive to the late game, my guess is almost certainly the boards that survive till the end probably aren't the humans. Let's put it that way. That's what I've come to experience, at least. So, just to further elaborate on that point, basically the human opponents will be fine. They should be reasonable. They could high roll maybe. But all of the non-human opponents, the saved boards, the ones that they choose, the ones that the game chooses to push forth, are so ridiculous. That's why we're seeing level 8 treasures on level 12 and crap, and just level 7 treasures on level 12 left and right, along with just full boards of crazy tempo, and just everything is a high roll every time. Yeah, it's awful. It's no other way to put it. It's awful. But yeah, we'll take. Oh no, I should have. Rip. Shouldn't have took that. I don't think I care to triple this. Doesn't do us any good to triple it. But yeah, so basically the reason this patch sucks, maybe it'll be fixed, hopefully. I've complained about it a lot, but I think I'm the only one that really understands why because not a lot of people play both async and sync, but I play both, and I've noticed the same crap that's happening in async is the same crap that's happening in sync. And I can also, I especially saw it in a Brother Gambler game when I was Brother Gambler, and through level 4, in a sync game, I was just putting stats on board, so immediately hitting ready, and it would immediately ready when there was still 4 or 5 players left. That means 4 or 5 of the ones that left were all saved boards. So I have pretty good evidence that that's what's happening. But yeah, we'll see. This or this? This is probably better. Could take that. Does make my buff happen better. It's a long time to not roll. I don't think I like it here. Especially when there's so many better experience spells through level 3 now. Also, the experience spells in level 3 are just ridiculous. Because it's like, think about how many times the fights end in a tie. I mean, look at this. Oh, well, we lost that one, but theoretically, it could have been a tie. By the way, that opponent, who was that? Who did we just fight? Is that the one we just fought? I don't know. If that's the one we just fought, I don't know why we lost that fight, but okay. I mean, I guess it ate up everything in the front. Could take this. I really need to start casting spells if I'm going to do that, but theoretically this should be okay if I can start casting spells. Let's try to cast another. Okay, there we go. Something like that, I think. I'm not even going to hit the ready button anymore because when you're in these higher MM, and it sucks too because it's like the worst of all worlds. You're basically, it forces the high MMR boards, so you got no timer. Like, playing sync just sucks right now. As much as people complain about async, I say sync is a million times worse. I'm having much more fun playing async. I can win a lot more on async, despite this, which goes to show, again, that they're the same level of boards. But I just get more time to actually think out my async turns. do that, I think. This unit is broken now, but it's a little late for me to get it going. Well, given what's in the shop, though, I'll definitely take it. Let's do that, I think. The thing is, I can just... any one... It depends on how many one-cost items show up, obviously, but, like, I can get such easy stats and a easy treasure by just buying and selling one-cost items. I think the unit is way overpowered now, the Snow White, even though we got it late, and we may not be able to actually power it up, but it's worth the speculation, I guess. The annoying thing is it fits into everything. Doesn't matter. To me, I can almost guarantee you that is a saved board, for example. I can almost guarantee you that is not a human player. This is the type of crap you will see over and over and over and over again with these saved boards. Because I can every now and then fit all of that onto a board, but like think of all of this stuff you got to hit on to get that. It's like he's already like... now he's like... Yeah, there's no way he casts the lose a spell thing into my board if he's a human player. I'm telling you right now, that's a saved board. 100%. No, not even a chance it's not. Yeah, these units are dunky doo-doo so far. Alright, that one's a good one. Who we taking out? I guess this. Yeah, something like that. These fucking turn timers, man. Yeah. But yeah, the turn timers when you're in a high MMR game are ridiculous. They're like half of what they normally are. Alright. Survived that onslaught. Evil, evil, evil. Might be worth taking that. I definitely will take this. Okay. I could take this, and there's a high chance I still cast this, depending on what I get. Yeah, so we're just gonna skip that. Only found one cost item. That's just how it goes when I'm this fucking person, apparently, or when I have this bitch on my team. And honestly, because the boards I know are going to be ridiculous, we always have to go for some meta build. We have to go for pure tempo, for sure, up until the end game. But at the end game, there's only a few comps I'm allowed to do if I want to get first. Like, I will have to do dog farmers, boost comp, sometimes stealth if it seems the game won't go on long. Definitely not slay. Slay is definitely off the table. Okay, we are level 5. Succubus is tempting. It's definitely better than the Snow White is right now. So why don't we take that? Go like this. Yeah, that looks good to me. Could cast that still. I mean, look even this guy who is here, they got the double Snow White, which shouldn't be allowed, but it still is. And they can get somebody, like, I think we'll be fine here. But, like, luckily they're in 6 health. This is something that would, if I faced them on the wrong turn, It's just like brutal. Okay, a second one of these. I suppose I'd take it like this. And honestly, I'll take that as well. In the coming turn, we don't care about 5 that much. 6 is when we want to start looking for stuff. It's like boost comp, farm. Since I have no comp really, scam works as well. Not with my RNG though. Just going to be objectively honest with you. My RNG with scam is objectively the worst in the game, bar none. No exceptions. You're lying to yourself if you deny that. I get like a whole board of fucking celery teas, and then like, meanwhile my opponents just get like every little thing. Like I had one game that was the most aggravating game I've ever played in any game of my life against a scam opponent. That I went from like full. It was a 1-on-1. I went from full HP down to dead. I had 3 different celery teas, 2 of them with flying, and I could not do anything to counter his scam. Yeah, it was so fun. Never had more fun in my life, let me tell you. We're going to take this as a piece of the scam comp. Hey, what do you know? More dwarves. Put that there then. And then, yeah, keep looking here. No sense locking that. Could triple that. Not super worth it to me. We're just going to let it go to 6 here. Yeah, as you can tell, this patch has made me so salty. I really hope that the async thing gets fixed. Otherwise, I need to somehow time my games to play with only humans. Because, yeah, I mean, I'm almost certain that this player is not human. I always am skeptical of the dwarfs because they just turn into these high roll dwarfs later. I have seen the craziest dwarf boards develop so fast in this patch, and they're never human opponents. Always these fucking save boards, because they only pick from the cream of the goddamn crop of the save boards. The reason it's not fun, by the way, is because it's not like you're playing against somebody. Like, it's different than like, let's say I'm playing against somebody that's really like just a really high MMR good player. It's a different experience than just playing against a board that is super high roll, you know? I would much rather get beat by getting outplayed than just running into people that have level 8 treasures by, you know, level 12 and stuff. Which, speaking of level 12, pretty soon, we're level 6 by 11, so you see how aggressive we have to be. And not, you know, none of them are even dead yet. All right, let's start trying to find stuff. That is not happening. I could take this. Collect never works for me, ever. In the history of everdom, does it ever work for me? So we're not doing that. How do I still not have mana? I thought that was like 1 turn ago. I could take this. Really, with these 2 right now, I'm just the boost comp is the strongest comp in the game anyway, so I may as well just keep this stuff. Yeah, there's an Uther. We're definitely going for that. Now we don't put it in yet. We're building the pieces, keeping our board. This is why Demeter, people like that, are really good right now for these type of just crazy boards that you have to fight against. I can just keep these stats here while I try to formulate my endgame. So we already have probably the 2 most important pieces, Lady of the Lake and Uther. Now we just need to find other boosters to make this worth it. Anything will do. Not anything, but let's put it this way. A Watson would be great. I can already get a ton of stats out of a Watson with this setup. A Merlin, obviously. Guinevere we would want, but Guinevere is also just another, like, a piece of the puzzle, but it's not having payoff currently. We need a Merlin at least. But once we get a Merlin, I guess Merlin's pretty important here. But I could make it work with Watson. I could even make it work with Rapunzel Prince, I guess, if I have to. Ouch. Fucking giant mages, of course. Luckily, we had a great threshold there. Okay, we do want level 5 treasures, but this just doesn't do me any good to triple at the moment. Man. Well, we might as well try it. We want the boost treasure. Problem is, yeah, we can't. We need to have, even if I get a boost treasure, I can't put this stuff in right now, so we need to find one more piece here. Not that piece. I mean, I'm going to take it, but okay, there's Watson. Now we could do it right now if we want, and I think I do. So let's formulate this. Let's just start putting the pieces in. You'll go there. You'll go up there. You will go. Let's see. Who am I selling? Fuck Husky. Let's go here. And now I could lock this. That's okay. I think this is okay. It's not crazy yet. The idea here, though, is I'm already should be getting like quite a lot of hero attack. I don't know. Is this stronger than the board that I just had, though, is a question. I don't know that it is. We're going to stick with it now, though. In the long run, this allows me to start getting my hero attack going. I probably still need like a Merlin to properly do this, but we'll see. Probably should have sat the Hellhound for a succubus. Alright, see, I would have lost that fight anyway, probably. But at least now I have 26 hero attack. We will put that in. These ain't it. But, yep, here we go. Okay, Merlin, here we go. Now we're motherfucking talking. Do I want this thing boosted more? Or this thing boosted more? Probably this thing still. Okay, another Merlin. Well, that goes in for sure. Could run a good boy. But I think right now we're fine with this. See, now we're getting up to 140 stats in the back. None of this is going to do anything to us other than the trickster. Unyielding. I could put unyielding on a Lady of the Lake. Not worth my 10 gold though, and mana. I think we really just want to put the full comp together now. So now what we're looking for is triples on any of the above. Ideally, when I get my 6-cost treasure, we're looking for Symbol of Unity. Then we can go real hard, but we don't need it. We're still going to just get wild stats. When I get the 5 costs tripled, we're looking for either of the boosting treasures, which do elude me a lot of the time. We're also looking for aura or boost items. Those will go pretty hard. Double boost on the Guinevere is pretty good item. Aura, obviously good on the Merlin. Now we should be getting quite a lot of hero attack when these things die. And we could eventually pick up like a Van Helsing or a Gretel to, if we need to. Please kill that thing. Okay, there we go. We only had 1 die, but it still was worth like 20 hero attack. Okay, 1 more Watson. We'll take it. We won't play it. But it's there for the triple. Could take that book speculatively, but I don't think so. We don't use Arthur in this comp. Could have pigged if we thought we needed it. I don't think so. I mean, he could definitely do some bull crap with the books, but I mean, he's going to do what he's going to do. This actually is pretty good. That'll be a lot of stats. Yeah, look at that. I just fucking, like, guy did like 400 stats to it. Definitely worth it. We want to keep him alive. Sell, sell, sell. I'd have to play down a unit. That doesn't seem horrible, honestly. Actually, I wouldn't even have to play down a unit. We'll do it, because I can put the Watson in. Perfect. Orica Golden King. Oh, that's a Golden King if I've ever seen one. Welcome to Balanceville. Welcome to Balanceville. I guess we still don't play that. These Lady of the Lake should be better than adding another Watson. The Gwen, yeah. Alright. I think I still want... Maybe now... Do I care about the stats more? I probably care about the stats a little more than the hero attack. I'm going to get plenty of hero attack anyway. So we'll just get a little bit more stats. We do want to win these fights. Alright, no pig, I'm happy. Get wrecked. Isn't Golden King fun? Certainly not fun to go against, I can tell you that. Being on the receiving end of many of them. Well, I can triple that. We should. We can get 5 cost treasures. Alright, there we go. So what I'm going to change is this. I get a little less stats back here, but I think that's fine. Could do that. No, that doesn't work. Does it? I'm not exactly sure why that's giving me more stats back here. I guess the Merlin is pretty important to go up front. Then we can just get a few stats here, that's fine. Alright, there's another Guinevere. I suppose we could go like that. The thing is, this isn't accurate, because when they're upgraded, it's going to look a lot different, you know? I wish that this previewed it right. But it doesn't. We do want that health, just in case. So we're down to the one-on-one. I'll see how this goes. If it looks like I'm crushing him, I'm gonna prove to you that this is not a human opponent. I'm gonna prove to you. Okay, never mind. It is perhaps a human opponent. But I was gonna basically immediately hit ready. I guess we're against a human, so I'll eat crow on that one. I still say most of the other people were async. I don't know. I mean, look at this. Look at how many items this motherfucker has. He's not even, like... I know he has that treasure, but come on. I have my suspicions still, because the timer has been broken before. If I triple this, it's not like an immediate upgrade. I am going to do it, though, for the treasure. Yes, for that exact treasure. And we can put you up there for now. It's not like this massively downgrades me. But now we can look for the purple puff and do some real bullshit. If you want to see some real bullshit, oh, I've got it for you. Oh, have I got it for you. Okay, I guess I could triple that. There is still the... Not, at this point, I don't know. The Golden King isn't doing that much for me because I have, like, fully upgraded stuff. We'll see. Yeah, that's a skip. I would have took the double boost treasure there. Alright, Purple Puff. I don't know if we're going to be able to find you. unfortunately, in time. Alright, if I hit ready... I still have my suspicions. My suspicion is that it's broken. I've seen too many... Okay, never mind. Human confirmed. I will fully eat crow now. Definitely a human. I still stand by everything else I said, though. Gosh. Alright, we definitely need to get the purple puff, I think. They're just continuing to find pieces. I think if I add this... Nah, I could do good boy, though. This isn't really doing... Everything's upgraded other than that Gwen. I think we could just do this. So for now, that's fine. We do just want to beat this guy. But man, if I could get the purple puff, that would be the bee's knees. I still want to upgrade that probably. Alright, well they're both good, so theoretically if that dies before this, I'm still going to keep this over here. Because I don't want them to get flying items, which they would be likely to find. And like snipe my Uther and just dome me for 20. Because that's what would happen if Uther gets sniped. I guess they could... Right now they're not at the point where they could snipe me, because those things are like 500 stats, but they're like one treasure or item away from changing that to 1,000 stats. It's not... won't take much. But yeah, ideally, well, if we find book, we should take it, and if we find the purple puff, we should take it, and if I find book, it's over. If I find that and the purple puff, I should say, it's over. There will be nothing he can do. It's by far the most broken thing in the game, and I hope I can show it here. But my guess is we're going to kill him here. Well, 13 health, maybe not. I only do 12 damage. I do 11 damage if I win this. Even less. I'm not even going to win it. See, like... They're already up there in the stats. Well, I might lose. I really need to find that shit now. I really need to find that shit. Come on. Come on. Where are ya? Where are ya? Aggravating to just... Okay, there's purple puff. We take that for sure. If anything, it makes this die twice already, which is good. Of course, I could have just bought that. Oh well. If I get the... And second book boy doesn't really... We want to replace this with the book, if we can. We just want to get that book. It'll go quite a lot harder than this good boy. Alright, well hopefully this is enough to allow us to survive. This should make it die several times over, and as long as it doesn't die last, we should be fine here. But there's always a chance that we might die last. I could Golden King this board by taking out the Gwen. Gets me more value here. I don't think so, though. They didn't really improve their board much that turn. Okay, there we go. We got 3 there. 10,000. Don't think you're going to beat that one. Still, he won't be dead, though. It'll be 11 damage. Alright, let's finish this in style. Can I get the book? I sure would like to. I might as well do that. Where you at, book? You know you want to be found. In case I get pigamorphed, let's get some more health. There's definitely some pigamorphs that would wreck me. I mean, if it pigamorphs my Uther, I'm dead anyway. But if it pigamorphs, like, my Lady of the Lake, I'm dead too. If it pigamorphs my good boy, maybe I survive the loss. If it pigamorphs any of the front line, that's fine. It counts the same as them dying, so they still maintain their buff. I don't know if they should work that way, because they didn't used to work that way. Some of them reported it as a bug. To me, I'm like, when I read this, it says, keep the buff. It says, if they die, keep the buff, but getting pigamorphed isn't dying. So, but you know what? Anything to reduce the power of pig, I'm in favor of. I hate that spell. I absolutely hate that spell. Okay, they got big stuff. It ain't gonna be big enough. Well, that'll do it. We didn't get to see the book, but you know what? At least I showed basically what you have to do to win in this patch. Like I said, you cannot do anything other than the most crazy stuff, because that's the type of stuff you're going to face. So you need 10k stat units or you're going to lose. Straight, full stop. So yeah. Boost comp. Boost comp's a big one. Definitely do that one. I've noticed the top player on the top player in the ladder right now, that's all they do. They force it every game, which is a problem. I think that beyond the boost comp being busted, it's a problem of there being no shared pool of units, along with a free roll. I think we're going to have to remove one of those aspects at some point, because for the most part, even through crazy tempo like this, you can force a comp almost every game if you want to, outside of the most low roll of situations. The comp might slap harder some games than others, but for the most part, I will say the boost to the front row really didn't do much for us here, because this does not affect Guinevere. So it really actually didn't do anything. I was even playing as if it wasn't the treasure. We would have much rather had the double boost treasure, for example. But, yeah, where was I going with that? It's just you can force the same build every time, essentially, in a game where there's no shared pool of units, and you're getting a free roll every turn. The only limiting factor is really if you just die at a tempo, which will happen. With these boards, it will happen from time to time. I can guarantee you cannot get first every time. You'll get 7th and 8th unavoidably in some of these games, because you're going to be running into full boards of angels, left and right, dwarfs, all this stuff that's like crazy tempo. And if you did not hit tempo, or you're not somebody like Demeter or Brother Gambler that can cover that, bye. You're dead. Have fun losing all that MMR. And the gains don't equal the losses, by the way. It's another tough thing, is like, I can gain 50 for a first, even though those save boards are harder than any human opponent. Had I gotten humans, I would earn more MMR, but the save boards I earn less. But I'll lose more if I lose, even though those boards are way harder than any human opponent, Even though we ended up against a human at the end. I'm going to say, you're just going to take my word on it, results not typical. My usual thing is when I'm at the end, it's immediately, I can immediately hit end turn and it'll just be done, proving that they're a saved board. Almost every game, the final one-on-one, I'm against some high roll saved board, but I guess the one I decided to record won't be that way. Alright, well, I bitched enough. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.